Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song called Oceans, Where My Feet May Fall. And we end up cabling this on the 2nd fret to match the recording, but there's some cool little licks at the very beginning where you can play 1st fret on the B string, and then open G, and then open B, and then 1st fret on the B, and then open D, and then 3rd fret on the D, and then open G, and then open B, 1st fret on the B, and then open D, 3rd fret on the D. It's kind of that little cello line that's kind of there. And if you wanted to, you could kind of back up that line with the 3rd fret on the A string C note, and then kind of work it that way until you hit that open G, and you may want to do an open A, and then open B, 1st fret on the B, open D, and then 3rd fret on the D. So it's kind of like a little ambient cello line. And then from there, our main idea actually for our verse comes in, where you got open G, and then open B, 1st fret on the B, and then open D, and then 3rd fret on the D. And if you wanted to back that up with some bass notes, you could play open A with the open G, 2nd on the A for the open B, 1st fret on the B with the 3rd on the A, and then 3rd fret on the low E for the open D, and then 1st fret on the low E for the 3rd fret on the D. So it's kind of like a little A idea with kind of a little B idea, and then a C, and then kind of a G idea, and then kind of an F idea. So if you wanted to back that up with chords and through the verse, you'd start on an A minor chord. We play A minor. 1st finger goes to the B on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D string 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the G string 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. From the A minor, there's kind of this cool little hit to a G major chord to help go to the C chord. And the way you play G major, 1st finger goes to the A on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the low E string 3rd fret, 3rd finger on the high E string 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now you may also want to think about this kind of working just the A string to the high E string, which makes that a G/B, or a G with a B in the bass. And then from the G/B, we go to a C major chord. Play C major. 1st finger goes to the B on the 1st fret, the 2nd finger on the D string 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the A string 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the C, we'd be going back to our G major chord, and then we'd be going to an F major chord, which you can kind of work as a bar F. We'll talk about an easier way to play this too. But you do your 1st finger across the entire 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G string 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the A string 3rd fret, and the pinky on the D string 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F major bar chord, and it sounds really happy. Now you can substitute for that in the F major setting, where you do 1st finger on the B string 1st, 2nd finger on the G string 2nd, and the 3rd finger on the D string 3rd. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds an F major 7 chord, and it sounds really, really happy. So through our intro, actually, it's really, really slow, right? But you got kind of the A minor, G, C, G, F, which kind of becomes our main verse. And you could kind of work that as kind of a down idea, and save kind of an 8 down on every chord. But for the A minor G, you may want to use 6 plus 2, kind of an A minor 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, G, C, Another option would be one of my favorite strum patterns, which is the down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you took the A minor and just tried that a lot, you have A minor, down, up, down, up, A minor, down, up, down, up, A minor, down, up, down, up. So if you wanted to get in that G hit, and it's kind of still a slow pace, yeah, you do just that last down up of the strum pattern on the G. So you had A minor, down, up, G, C, later on, especially when the tempo picks up, you may want to double time that, and you can do the whole strum pattern on the A minor, and then kind of a down, down, up on A minor and G, and then up on the C with the whole strum pattern. Kind of work it that way. Kind of A minor, down, up, down, up, A minor, down, up, G/B, C, C, G, 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're dividing that beat into two parts with our down, down, up, down, up. So 1, 2, 1, 2. That's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you're feeling it in fours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the A minor and do it down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you're doing a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 down. And then on the third beat, you're doing an up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you're going down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, 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 down. So all together, you got down. Is to kind of do the A minor with your down, 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 up, down, and then save the G for the down, up, down, up, and then have your whole pattern on the C, whole pattern on the G, and your whole pattern on the F. A minor, down, down, G, down, down, C, down, 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 down. Our main chorus part, and our chorus kind of starts on F major, and then we go to C major, and then we go to a G major chord. You may want to kind of work that. If you're doing down, down, up, down, you'd have kind of a down, down, up on the F and the C, and then the G with the whole strum pattern. So F, C, G, and that would be kind of a slow pace. Or if you're digging on the 16th note pattern, you could do it down, 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 up on the F and the C. Basically be repeating those parts until we get to our bridge part. And on the bridge, it starts out with kind of downs through the A minor and the F and the C and then the G. And actually we keep that going for a really, really long time. And actually we kind of hear where this transition happens. Right after the G chord, you go back to an F and then a C and then a G, but then we go to a D minor chord. We play D minor. First finger goes to the high E on the first fret, second finger on the G string second fret, third or fourth finger on the B string third fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. So it's kind of like your F, C, G, D minor. So you can kind of work it that way. Or you may even kind of lean towards that down, down, down up through that part. Or you can keep the downs going. From that progression, then we kind of end up back on our verse part, but it's a varied verse actually, where we kind of got the A minor to the G to the C, and then our G, but instead of the F chord, now we go to a D minor chord actually for that last end of verse. And then after that, then we go into kind of our outro, which is kind of like a little chorus part that kind of comes back, and then we end up on kind of our original verse, and kind of ending up on a C chord with a lot of ambient stuff in. Now the weird part is to play along with the recording though, instead of starting on an A minor chord, they're starting on a B minor chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on second fret, then now your A minor is really a B minor chord, and your G is really an A major chord, and your C is really a D major chord, and the F is really a G major chord, and your D minor is really an E minor chord. But to take it from the very beginning, you kind of have that intro. Cello line until our main lick comes in, where you got that open A and G, and then it's 2 and open, 3 and 1, 3 and 0, and then 1 and 3. You ain't kind of working that A minor idea. G's slash B, C, G, F. Or you could try that down idea, kind of the A minor, G, C, G, F. Or you could try the down, down, up, down, up, A minor, G, C, G, F. Or if you're quick enough, you could kind of work that double time idea. Do that with the downs, actually, kind of the F, C, G, F, C, G, F, C, G, and then our F and our G to lead back into our verse. Or you could do the down, down, up, down, up, and have F, C, G. One other thing you may want to try and add to the song, though, is bass notes. A lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you could throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the A minor, you'd have the A for the bass. On the G, you'd have low E for the bass, unless you're trying to bring out that G slash B, in which case you'd get A for the bass. And then we have the C with an A bass. And then on the F bar, you have the low E for the bass. On the F major 7, you have the D for the bass. And on the D minor, you'd have the D for the bass. So we could try kind of the verse with a bass down, up, down, up, and have A minor, G slash B, C with an A bass, G with an O E bass, F bass down, up, down, A minor, G, C, G, F. Or if you're double time that, you have the A minor, G slash B, C, try that with a bass down, up, down, up, and have the F with the bass. Down, up, C with an A bass, down, up, G. F, C, G. F, C, G. And then we have our F hit. Or if you're digging on the 16th, you'd have the F, C, G. What you may want to do, though, is kind of find a way that works for you, or if you know other licks around these chords too, feel free to kind of throw it in and make the song your own. So feel free to kind of take this lesson and embellish it in if you want to. After that verse return, then we kind of get to our bridge part. And we kind of start off with kind of just that A minor, wanted to, you may want to eventually kind of work that into kind of a down idea, or try thinking about strumming to kind of make that a big build up. You can do that with the downs, or you can do that with the down, down, up, up, down, up. Or you can do that with the 16th pattern guide, D minor. Repeating that until we get to kind of that C, G, and then our D minor progression kind of comes back. The word goes in and the other ways too. From that, you'll kind of hear the verse come back. You'll kind of be substituting in that D minor chord for F. Go to D minor, D minor, until we get to kind of the chorus return, kind of the F, C, G, F, C, G, hit to lead us back into kind of our original verse progression, which comes back at the very end. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Oceans, Where My Feet May Fall. So good luck!